What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be doing an updated reading on Rissa and Quan. Okay, hang on. Watching all the waves fall away, don't know what to say, no, I'm running out of time. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the music. Hey Asha, thank you for joining. So I'm gonna be doing the updated reading on Rissa and Quan. I'm gonna have to go back and find, because I forgot to write down doggone questions that, well, actually I can look on my phone. I forgot to write down the questions that the young lady asked. So I have been getting I have been getting comments like all day yesterday and today about this old reading that I did on them. So I'm going to go ahead and do the update. Let's see. I actually got multiple questions. A lot of people saying that my reading was spot on, lining up with everything that was said. I'm trying to switch where I could see the chat. So in the bottom left corner, if you press that button, then it'll have a section. You go type all chats. That way you can see everything, not just the top messages. But yeah, somebody said, wow, this is playing out as we speak. Hi, beautiful. Can you do another reading of them again, like an update? Did she really cheat? To say Quan is done and single for life and swears on his sister who passed means something very big happened. Maybe he did catch her doing something or witness anything. Please do a reading. Somebody said 2024 and girl, they ended. Last trip was the beach. So that's what came up in the reading that I had did. The beach came up. What else came up that was relevant? It was something else that stood out to me too, but I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it was definitely a lot of different correlations, keeping in mind that I did this reading in 2023. I think like June or July 2023. So yeah. Somebody else said, okay, everybody just updating. Okay, so this is the questions from Mahogany Clark. Was it Rissa that messed up this time? Why did Rissa step out and how long? Is the relationship truly over? How will the truth come out? And will all of it come out? How will the internet react to this? Will there split? Hold up. How will the internet react to this? Will there be a split between whose side is chosen? Last, will it ruin their careers or will they thrive as single people if it comes to that? I think those are good questions. I probably won't ask all of those questions, but it just depends on how the reading goes. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, Anova. All right, so that was the first set of questions. Oh, and there was the hospital part that came up in my last reading. It said hospital visit, and basically he been posting on his story saying stuff like he lost his appetite, he can't eat and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's going to be something deeper with that. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I've already shuffled the cards, shuffled the music, prayed over the cards, called on the positive ancestors. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to see if I can find the other set of questions. Somebody said this came to pass. Woo. Here because they actually broke up. Okay, so I can't find the second set of questions, so I'm going to just start with what I do have. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the music. Pay attention to the lyrics in the music. That's going to be a good indication of what Spirit is saying, as well as the energy that they're portraying. Also, if anybody is interested in booking a personal reading, I have all my information down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. All right, how's the sound, Anova and Asha? I gotta zoom in because this seems far like I'm straining to read. Yeah, y'all let me know how the sound is. Thanks, Asha. Okay, hey, said hi, can I ask a question? Just depends on what the question is. If it's related to this, of course, you can ask you a question. And y'all like this video for me, pretty please. It helps the channel out. Trying to wait for a couple more people to come in here. The life that I have, it depends on it. Music is definitely screaming. I still need you. So the last reading, something came up. Spirit was saying that there's like a fear of letting go of this relationship. I think it was from her. I think it was from Rissa's perspective. Like, basically her. It's like, you know, when you're an influencer, it's kind of like your relationship depends on how much money you're making, because you're having to put out content to make money and to support yourself. But I do think that that's definitely an obstacle. So that's the music is saying, I still need you. I don't think, even though Spirit already revealed what was going on, and I revealed what was going on in my last reading, I still don't think, I get kind of the sense that Riss wasn't expecting it to happen this way. But when I went back and looked at my reading, when I said I was fucking screaming, it was a part where I was saying, hold on, let me pause the music. It was talking about how he's a narcissist, and pretty much there's going to come a point where they break up, and it's going to happen in the media because the public figure card came out, and it was basically saying like how there's all these eyes watching them. It was public figure or public figures my thoughts are coming so fast I can't freaking talk fast enough. But what I'm trying to say, so it came out that there would be a breakup between them. And Spirit was also saying that he's going to try to flip the script and play the victim. But he's already cheated. She's going to cheat as well. So this was in 2023 when I said this. So the beach came up in the cards. I spoke on that because it was two different cards that came up that was talking about the beach and was talking about this young lady being with a man on the beach. Either it's a Spanish man or a white man. That's what I was seeing. So fast forward to now, apparently that they were on a family vacation in the Bahamas with her family. All of them were there, the kids included. People are reporting that they saw Riss and her family coming back at the airport, but Quan was not with them. And by then he was already making all these posts basically saying, in so many words, fuck this relationship, you know? So I'm curious to see what's tea, okay? So I'm going to ask the questions that the young lady dropped. I think her name was Mahogany. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. Let me see. I feel bad. I still don't know who they are, but I hear about them so much. Oh, you shouldn't feel bad. It's a lot of influencers out here. You can't keep up with everybody. This deck right here, this is the What's the Tea by Tarot T Diva. I got these off of Etsy. Speaking of, I forgot to shuffle out my hand-drawn deck because this one is going to be screaming, very much so screaming. Let me play the music. Afraid to take. Yeah, there's like a sense of fear, hesitancy. This is like, you know the reasons I can't let go. The life that I have, it depends on it. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Okay. Of course, I like to always shout out my own personal decks. I don't think I'm going to be using any of my decks during this reading. This is my hand-drawn deck. It's this deck here, except it's a digital version, so it's not all of these cards here. So I'm going to actually go back to my original deck, which is this one. So I won't be using this one, but if you guys want like my version of my personal deck, this is called Mysteries of the Universe Oracle. Okay, it's on my website, link down below in the description box. And we have my mediumship deck. This is for people who want to develop their mediumship abilities. I might end up using this tonight if there is an ancestor that steps forward. And last but not least, Supernatural South, the Oracle by yours truly. These are all my decks. I actually might use this deck. Actually might use this. I'm just using so many decks right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna get around to using it, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep it out. All right, is everybody ready? Hey, Leanne Nash, how you doing? Asha said, hold up, I skipped a whole bunch of comments. All right, Black Diamond, she said those look nice. Thank you. I think this is your first time on my readings. I don't think I've seen you before, Black Diamond, but nice to meet you. Asha said, I love that deck. I already saw Daddy Issues. That came out too. I was like, side eye. Black Diamond said, wow. Asha said, go purchase her deck. She's the truth. Leanna said, I'm good. Black Diamond said, just subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tea, because, babes, I'm ready. I'm ready to spill it. I'm actually going to be pulling from tarot deck today as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start out. I already read my questions.
Want to know a secret? More than just my armpits stink. That's why I use Secret whole body deodorant.
All right, let me slow this down because this is Kendrick Lamar. And they will flag me. They will copyright me, very much so. Okay.
Euphoria. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling.
Can y'all see my video?
Like a degenerate, every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate you not as
because mine is actually skipping.
Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale.
Okay, I can see myself now. All right, ladies, let me get started. Sorry, I'm super zoned out.
You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist with the hopes of being.
Okay, so, all right, so this song is actually speaking on character flaws and basically like putting on a mask, okay? So, ooh, this about to be deep, okay? Master manipulator. See?
And I won't tell truth.
Don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truth about you. So this might get a little messy between them. Very much so might get a little messy. It's coming up, okay? All right, so I'm just channeling a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, question number 1. What happened on the trip to the Bahamas? What the hell happened? What happened? Because it's been a lot of mess, a lot of speculation. So what happened? What happened between Rissa and Quan?
Nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA.
Connected.
Okay. Everybody wanna be a demon.
All right, so I'm hearing like there was an argument between the family. Okay, so I don't know if it was between a mom or an aunt. Would y'all happen to know if it was between a... This same energy coming up. All right, let me put these back in shuffle again.
I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns.
What happened that caused Quan to leave the Bahamas? Why did he leave? See? Dementia. Yo, Spirit is screaming like, oh my God. Okay. The song said they must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in their family. Let it get shaky, I park his son. So I think that Riss really humbled the fuck out of him. Okay? Because this card came up, the Abundant Union card. And then this is to Taurus energy here. So I'm not sure if either one of them is a Taurus. But this gives very stubborn energy. So I think that this man thought that he stood somewhere with this woman because they've been together so long, you know, and they're connected or whatever. And they have this relationship that's like, okay, from what I heard, they're engaged. They were engaged. So I could see how the Abundant Union card would be coming up and this energy would be coming up. But y'all gonna have to just go back and watch the last reading that I did. I've already kind of gave a synopsis, but yeah, I think he cheated first and she cheated back. So something happened on that trip. There was an argument. I'm seeing an argument between the mom or the aunt. There's just like this strife between them. What happened on the trip that made him leave? Whoa. Look, obstacles, abuse. Y'all, no motherfucking cap. The 5 of Cupcakes. Look at this. This is a man kissing his wife. And in the, well, I'm going to say wife, but this is a man kissing his woman. And this is the old lover. This would be Quan, okay? This would be Quan. The reason I know this is no motherfucking cap, look at this. The Empress, the water. The fucking water keeps coming up, y'all. Like, I'm not one of them. The water keeps coming up. They were at the Bahamas. They were at the beach. This came up last year. I called it last year. Same energy. My actions speak louder than my words. So I think that somehow this third party male has presented himself and came into the picture, and that's what caused the blow up, okay? This woman got sick of waiting, okay? You see these time clocks here? This woman got tired of waiting on this man. So I just feel like I feel like the reason why she's trying to save face right now, and people might think, oh, she had to cheat, or I don't even care about that, because if you cheat first, like, all bets are off. So I think the more important thing is the fact that she doesn't feel like she's ready to let go of this image, even though they haven't been like how they were in years. Okay, this is just what I'm hearing. They have not been how people perceive them in years, but it's a facade, it's a mask, okay? But I feel like her heart was with somebody else. My actions speak louder than my words. I feel like she stopped pouring everything out to him and started kind of pouring into another man. And I'm just calling it like I see it, okay? This is why he left. So what I want to ask is, was it something that happened physically, or was it something he seen in her phone? What was it? What's tea? Like, what happened? But I'm going to run this part of the song back so y'all can hear. The part that said they must have forgot the shit that he done. And that's the narcissism that I was speaking on in the last reading. It's like you throw a rock and hide your hand, and then you expect the same loyalty. You expect loyalty, but you don't give it. And then it's like when somebody does something back to you or leaves you alone and quit talking to you, it's a blow up and it's a victim mentality. Okay. So that's where the disconnect is coming in. Okay. So I really like the tears and all that he got going on. That is a fucking show. Okay. The acting like he ain't ate in days and all that shit. It's a fucking show. It's a fucking show. You got to think he's used to doing this. He's conditioned to do this. He's been doing this for years in his public relationship. So, like, I wouldn't feel sorry for him if I was y'all. I'm just being honest. I personally don't watch them. I don't like subscribe to them or anything like that. So I can't. I'm not coming from the perspective of a fan or a viewer. I'm just coming from like a outer perspective, okay? So I'm just giving y'all insights into what's actually going on, okay? Hold on, listen. All right. Wait. Somebody told me you got a ring, not spirit speaking, on the ring, the marriage, okay? So, I do think that it has something to do with this woman reaching her breaking point. Because the question was, the first question that Mahogany Clark asked was it Rissa that messed up this time? Why did Rissa step out and how long? Is the relationship really over? How will the truth come out? And will all of it come out? How will the internet react to this? Will there be a split between whose side is chosen? And lastly, will it ruin their careers or will they thrive as single people if it comes to that? Okay? So, I'm going to start with, was it Rissa that messed up? So let me just ask the cards, who was it that messed up that caused the breakup? And we'll just start from an energy perspective, okay? Look. What is it, the braids? It was him. Listen, y'all. Said, what is it, the braids? I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more, okay? So that's the energy that she's giving off. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like a person that called their energy back and took back all their feelings. But then they're still like, you're hiding behind this persona, Riss. I don't know what y'all call her, Rissa or Riss, but she's hiding behind this persona, hiding behind this image in the fear of letting that go. And I just think, just let it go. Let it go. Because what's for you is for you. And you don't have to do anything or go out of your way or compromise who you are, your values, your standards, or whatever it is that you stand for. You don't have to compromise yourself just for views or just for a check, okay? So that's what I want to emphasize here, okay? But this woman, she's checked out emotionally. So don't mistake, her posting and all that stuff. That's to save face for the image. But she really could care less. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. She's kissing this other man. And then you have him back here crying. But, okay, so my question was, who messed up? What caused the breakup? He comes out. He's by himself, right? Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Fling thing. Daughter. Ghosted. Woke. Look at this. So this woman, and this is what I was saying in the last reading, this woman, she realized her own gifts, her own intuition, and basically, like, she knew what this man was doing. Like, she knew that he was cheating. This wasn't a secret, okay? So this had to be around the time, because do they have a daughter? Because the daughter is coming up. So this could have happened around the time that she was pregnant. And if she doesn't have a daughter, then I don't want to say nothing, but a daughter is coming up. So if he don't have a daughter with her, this child is coming up, okay? I'm going to just leave that where it's at. But can somebody confirm, does he have a daughter? Yeah, the Empress is fire. Love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. This is also water sign energy. And if you guys pay attention, look at this. Water. It's the man in the water, and this is the woman in the water. So they kind of give me twin flame energy or soulmate energy. But the reason I say twin flame is because the twin flame is a mirror match. And also, it's like they're mirroring each other. This water keeps coming up. This man is in the water. This woman is in the water. So I do think that if we're looking at this from the perspective of the trip and what happened on the trip, You know, this man, he's at peace, he's in solitude, and he's trying to be on his healing shit, you know, become a better man. This woman, she got it bust wide open, honey. Boobs out, legs open. Like, look at the sun just like beaming, like she's glowing. And she looks like she's unlocked something within her, which I don't think he's used to seeing her in this. I think she kind of got to a point, and I'm just really channeling right now. I think she got to a point where she lost herself, but now she's found herself again. And I think it has something to do with this new man. Okay? Like, this is just what I'm seeing. And I hate to say it, but it's just like what you put out is what you get back. What goes around comes around. So it's like, be careful how you treat people when they're down or when they're not their best, which Riss feels like she's perceiving not at her best during her time when she was pregnant. So can somebody confirm, did they have a daughter? Is there a daughter? Is it just boys? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this daughter card that came out. Okay, so it was him that started it. Okay, all right, so I wonder what this girl card is coming up about. Let me see. 2 sons. All right, so there's a daughter that's coming up. I don't know if he got another kid. Let me see. Does Quan have a daughter that we don't know about? Does Quan have a daughter that we don't know about? Okay, hold up. I don't even want to read the cards if they don't fall out right. All right, these two fell out, but let me see. Does he have a daughter that we don't know about? These are the same. Look at this shit, y'all. Illusion made you believe a lie. Copycat. Whoa. Made you believe a lie. Is this not what I was just saying? Is there a child that we don't know about from Quan? Is there a daughter? Damn, homie in love. Putting yourself back together again. Toxic relationship, both the same. This is the motherfucker. Every time this card come out, it make me think of like the fake social media couples doing the most. Like, just doing the damn most. Let him shave his own face, please. Like, it just be too much. I'm not getting an illegitimate child. Not illegitimate. What word is that? What does that even mean? I'm not getting, maybe I would have to dig a little bit deeper. I could also ask the pendulum. Let me do that. Because this daughter card is coming up like it's a problem. Like, it's something that needs to be addressed. So let's see.
There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain their phrase. It's nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no silly.
Does Quan have a child outside of Riss that's a little girl?
I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy.
Yes or no?
I pray they ain't my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like
it's getting no. So he does not.
You fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's terror store and I'm terror.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next question.
We ain't gotta get personal.
Did Rissa step out and how long?
I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about.
Yeah, that same card came out, Annabelle. That's what I meant to say. But I literally, it's just so much coming to my mind right now. It's so hard to like say everything. But yeah, that same card came out last year when I did this reading. Okay. So let's get more into the cheating, okay? So, Riss, give me insights into this person that she's dealing with on the outside, okay? Give me insights into who this person that she's dealing with. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So the Wheel of Fortune is the fire element. Bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, negative phase. So that's what's coming up for her or for this person that she's dealing with. A return to beginning only at a highest level in the spiral of life. The upright version of this card represents good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. So the reason why this came in the reverse for her is because at the end of the day, you know how Spirit was speaking on like karma, that's coming up. So the reason that this is gonna be a conflict for her is because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And at the end of the day, you know, she's just as bad as him. So, like when somebody just says, so is it Rissa fault or Quan? I didn't answer that because they're both, it doesn't make either one of them better. You know, it doesn't justify, you know, cheating on your partner. Like, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think that she's better for doing this or she's better than him. It just goes to show what you put out comes back around. And it kind of felt like, for me, it feels like for him, he thought that they were resolving the problems and that he thought that it was getting better when in fact she was really pulling her energy back and calling her energy back from him. Okay. So it was kind of a lack of communication, but she checked out. So what do you expect to communicate with her about? I don't see her opening up to him like that anymore. Okay. So yeah, so it's nobody is better than the other person. But like I said, he cheated first. So take that how y'all want. He cheated first, she cheated back. Okay? How long has this been going on between her and this third? This didn't even answer the main question I asked. I asked, who is she dealing with? So let me see. Okay, that card. I already used that deck. Oh, look at this shit, y'all. Cut the deck. New man. Oh my goodness. New man. That says it all. Look what's on the bottom of that. Revenge. Cheating with your best friend / homie. Damn. Rejection. This is spot on. This is exactly what I was saying. It's like when she was open for him, and when she was trying to be with him and be there for him, this is what she received. Rejection. She got ghosted by him. The person that she loves and cares about. So it kind of, for me, since the daughter card, this could be one or two things. This could be talking about her inner child. And this could also be referencing just her being pregnant. Even though it's not a daughter, it's still a child. So I'm kind of picking up like this happened during a pregnancy period. Okay. We hear this story too often, you know? But I do think that this had to happen during like a pregnancy period, since Spirit is saying that it's not like infidelity, like a child from infidelity outside the relationship. Okay. So I need more insights into this new man. Give me insights into this new man. And it says sounds more like more than a lick back. Yeah. It seems like, I hate to say it, but it seems like he doing the most, but she's really like hurt already. She already felt all the hurt that she is going to experience from what he did. So all this extra shit he's doing, it doesn't faze her. She's more so hurt that people are finding out. She would have kept this shit going if it was up to her. I'm not gonna lie. Because she feels like she's perceiving that whatever she's gonna miss out on with this channel is gonna be the height of her career. Where she's at now is the height of her career, but that's not true. You can do more and you can still bounce back after a divorce or after a breakup. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just all about how you think and your perception. So that is what she's perceiving, and that's what's showing up in her energy. Okay? So, give me insights into this man that she's dealing with. the relationship between her and this man she's dealing with. Whoa, whoa. Jealousy. Ever since she got snatched, she's never home. Don't trade authenticity for approval. Baby, no motherfucking cap. No motherfucking cap. Y'all, shocked. You got me fucked up. Don't this look like her? Oh my God. Interracial relationship. Is this not what I just... This was in the last reading. So I'm getting either a white man or a Spanish man, or either he's just really light skinned. So he's really light skinned, okay? This very much so could be a mutual friend. This person has waves, okay? If it's a black man, he has waves, okay? He has a lot of tattoos. Do any of the friends match up with that? I'm sure y'all will let me know. Interracial relationship, shocked. You got me fucked up. So this relationship purely came out of revenge, getting your revenge back. I don't think that it was supposed to turn into what it's turned into, but I think that now it's a little bit deeper. You know, what does this relationship consist of with Rissa and this new man? What does this relationship consist of? Definitely affection, definitely intimacy. I don't know to what extent. I don't know if it's sexual, but it's definitely kisses. I'm seeing a lot of kisses, rubbing of the head, a lot of touching, okay? Just being real with y'all. Practice forgiveness. This is the same card from when he was cheating on, when Quan was cheating on Rissa. Practice forgiveness. So this is the thing. This looks like the same man, but a different woman. So this is the thing. I forgot what question I just asked, but this is exactly what this is talking about. So this is the same man with a different woman. This is Quan, okay? He wants Rissa to find it in her heart to forgive him, but he's doing the bullshit he's doing. See what I'm saying? He's with this older woman. She's more brown skinned. She has like shorter hair. This literally came up in the last reading. And it's like here, this is like him with Rissa. This is him with the other woman. I'm getting like a R name. So, yeah, like you want your cake and you want to eat it too, basically. Deep sigh. Okay, so, all right, so that was a question I was asking about Rissa and the other guy's relationship. So let me ask, is the relationship between them really over? Is Rissa and Quan really over? So let me ask the tarot deck. Let me see, actually. I'm going to ask mine. Is the relationship between them over? Mother, wife, sister, daughter? You need to apologize, honestly. Oh, gosh. Is the relationship over between Rissa and Quan? Is it over for good? They have children. Is it over for good? February is coming up. I was acting up in my bag. I was in my bag acting up. So this is a money thing. Like their relationship, it's like, it's really about the money. It really is. Okay. So I asked, is the relationship really over? You need to apologize, honestly, but you also have her coming out, mother, wife, sister, daughter. So this is Rissa. So what I'm confused about is spirit saying that she needs to apologize or he needs to apologize. So what came to my head at first, when I first pulled these cards, I started thinking, like the download came to me of like, it's going to be up to whether or not, how they play this situation out. How each person moves. Isn't that how it always goes when it comes to like these public relationships? It's like if you move, like you telling it all, like you trying to post a video and talk about what happened and all this, that gives clout. But if you are just being quiet, you're not posting for clout, you're not doing none of the extra shit, maybe you can work through it. But I think it has a lot to do with how each of them plays it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Okay. Let me see. How would the truth come out? So the next question is, how will the truth come out? I think the truth has already came out.
Now let me say,
But
I'm
you
the
mean,
biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this.
so let me see.
As I'm in the midst of applying for residency right now, wish me luck, Grammarly has again been a lifesaver with my application and helping me write my personal...
Like my screen blurry. Will y'all do me a favor and like this video for me? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. Okay, how will the truth come out? How will the truth come out between them? Angel number 333, joy and fulfillment, working towards your goals. You have the power to make a positive impact on the world. Positive movement forward. Balance, laughter. Let your hair down, live in the now. So I asked, how will the truth come out? Let me move these cards. Is y'all's blurry? Is the screen blurry for y'all? Let me know. Okay. I think it's just my computer. Okay. All right, how will the truth come out? Actually, let me pull from a different deck. It's going to come out from this reading. Psychic readings. This is how the truth is going to come out. Whether people believe it or not, that is going to be up to the viewers. And I just want to reiterate, the reason why I do these readings is not to be nosy or to be in people's business. But when it comes to having an audience, I feel like when it comes to this type of thing, you have to realize a lot of people watch these couples and want to be just like them. You know, like, especially the younger audience. So you got to think, these people are shaping the younger generation and how they perceive a successful relationship. So I feel like if it's not really real, is that right? Like if it's a fake relationship, or y'all are basically exploiting, not exploiting, I don't want to use that word, but like you're pretending like you're in a relationship when you're really not. And I mean, people do it every day, off and on, online and offline, but I just feel like it's just fake. So when it comes to people, you know, wanting an update on something, if I feel like doing a reading on it, I'll do a reading on it. And I feel like this is one of those instances. Look, third party relationship. So yeah, the reading, I don't know if I'll be the only one. I'm sure I won't be the only one because I think they're like a popular couple. But yeah, this is how the truth is going to come out. Look, shade room. So yeah, I'm sure by now people are already posting about them on the shade room. It's going to be messy. You know, and a lot of people really don't believe in psychics. So it's just all about, you know, I think every psychic is different. And for me, it's not really about that. It's more so about the healing for me. So that's why I try to always share messages of healing and like just how to be a better person. Because yeah, everybody's not going to be open to it, and that's okay. And I understand that. All right. So the question is, so I answered, how will the truth come out? How will the internet react? Will there be a split? Will there be a split between the fans? Is that coming up? Who will the fans side with? Let me ask that. Who will the fans side with? So there won't be a split. And this card came for them. I think that, I don't know if she was already popular or he was already popular, but I just feel like they have their own audience. So both of them will be just fine. But I'm not sure if they'll both thrive. Like, you know, usually the guys, they kind of take the short end of the stick. It's kind of like De'Ara and Kim when they broke up. Like, De'Ara, she's De'Ara. So, of course, she got her following. And Ken is going to have his following, but he's not measuring up to De'Ara. So I think if you're a beautiful woman and, you know, you're doing content, you're serious about it, you'll have an audience. If not, you won't. It'll just be dependent on the fan base that you guys have already built and are kind of splitting. So I guess whoever likes her will go to her. Whoever likes him will go to him. Look, boss bitch mode. So I do think that more of the viewers are women and they'll be like watching her. Look, narcissist. This has already come up. No fucking cap. All right, let me see. Last, will it ruin their careers or will they thrive as single people? So let me get insights. How will Quan be after this relationship ends? If this relationship ends, what will things be like for him in his career? Will he be doing good? Will he be going backwards? Okay, got the reverse. How would things be for Rissa if this relationship comes to an end? Alright. I think things would be way better for her because she has an upright card. She got the Ace of Pentacles, and then this is the Three of Wands for him. So for him, this is a person. Okay, if it came in the upright, this would be preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. But it did not come in the upright. It came in the reverse, which represents playing small, lack of planning, lack of foresight, unexpected delays, obstacles to long-term goals. So I do think that he is not as grounded. And when it comes to like the YouTube thing or influencing thing, I think this is more of her thing. Okay, so I think for him, things won't be as progressive. Things won't be as, okay, we're planning for the future. Not that they did that before, but they somewhat had a path that they were on. It's like looking out into the distance. You see, it's like they're just looking out into the distance. It's like this person doesn't know what's coming, but they're looking over their future and they're speaking what they want. I feel like for him, there's a blockage and not really knowing how to use the fire element, because you got the fire element coming up for the Three of Wands. Not really knowing how to make things move in his life, okay? Hence why this is coming up. But the engagement, I feel like he's the one that had things more so on hold. Because the woman, she's coming up like I'm waiting, like, when are we getting married? Like, there's no planning. There's nothing that's changing between us. Things are the same, if not worse. Like, you're more comfortable and content. I'm trying to continue growing and elevating. That's what I get from her, okay? So this is where he's going to be after the breakup, if they decide to break up. And this is how she's going to be. So we got the Ace of Pentacles. This is the earth element. So this would make sense if she's an earth sign, because earth signs are more grounded. They're long-term planners. They know how to plan for the future. They know how to live in the present. They know how to work hard. And they also know how to, it's like the lack of this card, of lack of what Quan does. He doesn't really know how to look into the, like a blank slate or a clean slate and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. He lacks that, but she knows how to do that. And this is why I say her spiritual gifts are more so coming up. She's more open. Like, she's more open, even if she doesn't say it publicly. I'm not sure, because I don't want to offend anybody, but she gives me the vibe that she's more open to the spirit realm. She's more open to different possibilities versus where he's like, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. That's this, that's that. And she just comes off to me as she's more open. She knows that manifestation is real and she's into that type of thing. Okay, so for the Ace of Pentacles, you have abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, and prosperity. And then it says pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambitious, originality. So I think she's going to be just fine. She is going to be just fine. She's more grounded. She knows how to, like I said, she knows how to live in the moment and be grounded in, on earth. But she also knows how to reach out into the sky and grab what she wants. Reach out into the universe and take what she wants. Okay? So I think that she is leaning more towards success. He's leaning more towards stagnancy, which is already in his frequency. Okay? So I hope that helps clarify. Does anybody else have any questions before I hop off of here? Let me see. Annova said music screaming. Asha said yes, Annova. And then she said true. Annova said it always gets worse before it gets better. Damn, same card again. That's where their relationship started. Yep. That's how you know. It's no cap. There was a young lady on here that was asking, can she ask a question? I'm assuming it wasn't about them because I don't see her question. But I do think it's interesting how Spirit was saying, like to the question of how will the truth be revealed? The truth is always there. I feel like the truth is always going to be revealed, but it's whether or not people believe it or not. Sometimes people feel like they have to hear it out the person's mouth for it to be true, and that's just not true. We can't think like that. Not to say believe every person on here doing readings, but if you know it's somebody that they're right 9 times out of 10, and you could tell that they're truly rooted in what they're doing and gifted at what they're doing, 9 times out of 10, that energy not gonna lie. Hi, how are you? Did you ask what their family thinks or feel about it? I did not ask that, but that's a good question. At the beginning of the reading, it actually came up that there was an argument between him, her mom, and aunt. So I'm not sure. Nobody said who all was on the trip. I think some of you guys will probably know that answer better because I would not know. So does anybody know? Was their aunt and was the mom on the trip? Because that's definitely what I'm seeing. I feel like that has something to do. Okay, so the abuse card came up. The abuse card came out. The beach came out again. So this is referencing the trip itself. Okay, so when I was asking what happened, why did he leave? Excuse me. I feel like it was revealed about this third party man that she's dealing with. But also I kind of felt like, okay, well, what I was seeing was different from what I was feeling, but I still want to share what I was seeing. So I feel like it was like him. I'm seeing they're standing on this balcony looking thing. Not like the apartment, but it seems like wherever they were staying, it's kind of like on a balcony or something. But basically it's kind of like I'm seeing a staircase as well, and there's like they're going back and forth. It doesn't feel like I'm screaming, but it does feel very like a passionate altercation. Okay. So it's not like a fuck yeah, blah. No, it's more of but why won't you take accountability? Why are you treating her like this? Why are you this? Why are you? No, take accountability. Just do this. You're so frustrating. You're so, like, that's what I feel. Okay. So I don't feel somebody that's just, bitch, fuck you, fuck it. Like, no, I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of like, no, they're fed the fuck up. And yeah, you might have caught her doing whatever, but like, don't be delusional. You know, you doing your shit too. You done your stuff. And so that's what I feel is more frustration from the family. They feel like she's an abused woman. So I don't know if this is a physical abuse or if this is just more so mentally. Like, you know, because that is abusive if you're cheating on your partner and you're not being honest and you're also like not really allowing so I don't know if it could also be financial abuse as well, because I think the last reading was saying something about he's kind of like a dictator type of man. So think about it. If they're sharing a check, a YouTube check, is she getting compensated as well? Or is that going to him? That's another question. But the abuse card did come up. So there's something deeper with that. Okay. But that's not for me to reveal all of their business. Okay. I know their kids, her mom, stepdad, little sister and brother was there. Okay. Their kids, their mom, stepdad. So the mom was there. Okay. So it's just like I'm seeing an older woman, but then it's like I'm hearing somebody else talking, which is a woman, but I don't really see her. I see the older woman who I would assume is the mom. But I'm hearing another woman kind of talking too. Okay. Did you ask what their family thinks of? Okay, so let me ask that. How does her mom thinks about what? Thinks the breakup? Is that what you're asking? What they feel about the breakup? She did mention one that at times he could raise his voice and be a hot. Oh, okay. So you watched them? Thank you for filling me in, because I definitely I was curious because that came up, but it's like when I looked at his page, I remember like last year, like right after I did the reading on him, I did some research and I was like looking at his page and I was like, he seems like just the nicest, sweetest guy. He just seems so sweet, but that's not the energy I got. The energy I got was he tried to run everything. She really don't have a voice and she don't have like the freedom to do certain things. Like as a wife and as a mother, it's like, why are you doing that? Or why, you know, it's just kind of like talking down on a person. So how does Rissa's family feel about Quan? How do they feel about Quan's infidelity and the thing, how he treats Riss? How do they feel about that? Oh my God. So this is some shit. So you got the theft card and identity theft. Someone's using your identity pretending to be you. Yeah, I steal from your family and friends. Yo ass doesn't make a difference. Money is green and I'm the black sheep of the family. Don't judge me. I do what I can to get my fix. So I said, how do they feel about him? So this means that they feel like he is a thief. I won't say that he's stealing people's identities, but I feel like they think that he does questionable things for money. And also, y'all know how I was just saying, like, the dictator thing of like, okay, they're both working for the money, but he's having a say-so. I think he has all the say-so, okay? Because it's kind of like stealing at that point if you're not compensating a person for their work as well, you know? And plus, she's doing more of the work. Like, I'm seeing her doing the editing, her doing the planning, like writing down the content ideas or whatever. Yes, I actually like them, though. I wish the best for them, whether together or apart. Well, it seems like she'll be doing just fine, and I wish him the best as well. How does the mom feel about Quan? What the? about Quan. Shit. One card done flew on the floor. Same-sex relationship. I can't tell you this, but I secretly think about my ex. I can't hide my feelings anymore. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Wait. Karma.
Ollie and Anna seem so perfect. And what people didn't know was she was screaming for help.
This marriage is
Hold
not
on,
helping
y'all. I'm gonna pull from a different deck. How does the mom feel about Quan? Golly, it's like I got butterfingers right now. How does mom feel about Quan? Fire element, opportunist. She feels like he's an opportunist. He has outbursts. He has a big personality. Action, passion, pushing boundaries. So she does think he pushes boundaries a little more than her liking, okay? Like I'm seeing him being very argumentative, which is what's kind of ironic and kind of sad, because I feel like he was working on that. He wanted to be better. That's what the healing card that came out for him. This card here. Oh, I forgot to read that one. The obstacle card. This came out too. Abuse. Where did that card go? This one. It's like he was working on his healing, because this is amethyst, and amethyst is like a healing stone. So he was working on healing his heart. Okay. He accepted the fact that the reason why he cheated on her was because of his own childhood trauma and things that he was dealing with internally. And so once he got to the bottom of that, he's like, I'm gonna make a change, I'm gonna do right. But by the end, it's kind of like, okay, she's not where you left her, where you last left her. She's not in that same spot no more. She's not like that no more. So I think that is a hard pill for him to swallow at this time. Okay. Let me see. How does Quan's family feel about Rissa? How does Quan's family feel about Rissa? How does his family feel about her? They do feel like she's like depressed. Is she a church girl? Living two lives. So they do think that she plays both sides and she's living two lives. So his mom and family definitely knows about the cheating. And they think that she's a hypocrite because she acts like she's one way and her actions don't match up with this. Okay? So this is what's coming up. Is she a church girl? Alexis, would you happen to know? Let me see. Annabelle said, not the damn commercial, saying what people don't know is she was screaming for, oh my God, I had too, but it didn't process. Wow, even the ads be screaming. That's what's crazy. Let me see. Not that I know of. Okay. So for some reason, the family just feels like she's living two lives. Maybe the other life is her acting like this goody-goody mom and this goody-goody wife. But really, whole time you cheating on my son, or whole time you doing this. But what they're not factoring in and what they're also not made aware of is the fact that Quan cheated first. That's what narcissists do. They're not going to tell you what they did. They're not going to tell their family what they did. They're going to tell their family what you did. Okay? Look. Father, husband, brother, son. All right. So let me see. What is going to be... How is this situation going to play out over the next week? Over the next... I'm going to say within a month. How is the situation going to play out? Within a month. How is this situation going to play out? Cards. Pilot Jones. So they're definitely going to break up. There's some codependency coming up. We once had things in common. I need you too much. Differences growing apart. So they're definitely growing apart. It's already done. The only way that they'll stay together is if they're both that fearful of moving forward, finding a new career. because I think that Riss is going to do something different. It's not just going to be like social media. I think that I'm seeing like makeup or something like that. Either like a clothing line, something very much in her feminine energy. Remember the card that came out for her, the tarot card, it was the Ace of Wands, and it was basically speaking on manifestation. So it's going to be something she's wanted to do for a long time, like a passion project, something that might not necessarily be a high paying thing. This could be like doing nails or doing hair or maybe modeling or something to that extent. Okay, it's going to be something different. Okay, I can't lie, I like them, but I do get that she comes more innocent than she. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. The living two lives. Because I'm kind of feeling like I'm seeing his mom talk to him. And the reason I feel like the mom is probably so passionate. Okay, I'm not telling y'all everything I'm seeing. But basically, the mom is just like, oh, she acted. I think his mom is a little bit more verbal. Like more rowdy. Maybe this is where he's from. Maybe this is just how they talk. But her voice is a little bit higher. And it's just kind of like, he's just like, yeah, mom, she did this. And she just like, oh, and she just been smiling in my face. And she just been just faking, just acting like this and this. And the whole time she's doing this. And so it's that kind of judgmental kind of energy. But you're not asking your son, okay, what is going on? Why did this happen? What took place? Rewind. Tell me what happened so I can pick up what you putting down. He's not doing that. And the mom isn't asking the right questions. So she kind of gives me enabling vibes, okay? She says she came out with sunglasses with this brand a few weeks. Very interesting. You know what? The card just came out. It said, hiding my pain behind the shades. Hiding my pain behind the shades or something like that it said. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't. Was it this deck? Hiding my pain behind. I can't find it, but I think it was Beyonce on the card. But it was like definitely. That makes a lot of sense, Alexis. Because literally it was a woman in shades and she's all dressed up and dolled up. But whole time. Let me see. I gotta find that card. This might not be the deck. Because it had Beyonce on it. I don't think that's this deck. Oh, here we go. Hiding pain behind the shades. So yeah, this will be like modeling or doing something to that extent. So yeah, that is absolutely her energy. Does anybody else have any more questions? Anybody would like to purchase crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, or any other spiritual products, I have my links down below in the description box. Also, if anybody's interested in joining my mentorship or booking a personal reading, my links are down below in the description box as well. Thanks for asking. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you for filling me in. Be sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty, you guys. Well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.